Hi everybody, it's Colin again. Welcome to another installment of This or That, where we take two things in the fitness industry, we look at the pros and cons and help you decide which is the better option for you and your goals. Today, we're going to go over running on a treadmill, or what I'm going to call road running, which essentially comes down to running outside. Let's look at the pros. Treadmills, believe it or not, they're going to be a little bit easier on the joints simply because you don't have to go and jump around and avoid obstacles like you would if you go outside. Second, they're a little bit more customizable to what you want to do. You can focus on speed, you can focus more on endurance, you can also change the speed to what you're comfortable with, you can also change the incline to what you're comfortable with. Next, you don't have to worry about the weather. If you're in a gym and there's air conditioning and there's light, you don't need to worry about rain, you don't need to worry about the wind, you don't need to worry about the cold. It's really nice. It's much safer to use headphones because you're not having to listen for other things around you, like maybe cars or people yelling at you. Now let's look at road running. Yes, the treadmills have their benefits, but there's nothing quite like getting that fresh air and the sunlight that you get from being outside. Next, you're going to increase the number of calories you burn because when you're running on a treadmill, you're not pushing yourself forward, you're just going with the track. When you're running outside, you have to kick back in order to move forward, so you can increase the amount of calories that you burn, even just a little bit. It's going to be a lot better for improving your muscles and your bone strength because you do get a little bit more resistance and a little bit more impact. Lastly, it's a little bit more inexpensive than running on a treadmill. You don't have to pay for a gym membership. You don't have to go buy your own treadmill. If you have a pair of shoes that you like to wear, take them and go. Go find someplace safe to run that you like and get going. All right, next, let's look at the cons. We'll start with treadmills again. It can be a little bit boring. You might have a TV in front of you, but really you're just looking at the same wall, you're looking at the same things over and over for the entire time that you're running. For me, that's not my favorite thing in the world. Next, you can't run downhill. Now, running downhill where you get a lot of that impact when your foot hitting the ground is where you can get a lot of benefits of strengthening your muscles, strengthening the cartilage, and strengthening your bones. Lastly, it doesn't translate well to running on the street. Like I said earlier, you need to be able to kick back. And when you're running on a treadmill, it's a lot of just keeping up with the ground that's moving for you. Now let's look at running on the road and those cons. It can be a lot more hazardous. You need to worry about potholes, branches, uneven roadways. You need to worry about cars, even other pedestrians. Now if you're okay with that, it's a great option, but that is something to be aware of. You might be limited to the daylight hours. If you're not comfortable running at night or when it's dark, it limits the amount of time that you can go out and run. Now, which one is best for you? There's really not a right or wrong answer. If you want to do both, do both. If you have one you prefer over the other, do that. Whatever you're going to stick to and you're going to enjoy, absolutely do that. If you're looking for a combination of the two, experts will tell you that you want to stick to about 60% running and 40% treadmill, just because there are a lot of other benefits that you get from running outside, specifically with your joints and your bones. The sunlight is also very good for you, but if you really enjoy running on a treadmill, stick with that. Thanks everybody, y'all have a good one.